Let me get up in front. Watch there.
He's screaming. Good morning and welcome to the beginning of another outdoors operation. I've been slacking lately. I'd give you a really good excuse for why I haven't had any videos out, but I don't have one. So, but I'll get straight to the point. South Carolina, Lake Murray, striped bass fishing. Something I'm super excited for because striped bass has been on my bucket list for a long time now. I've caught just about any other fish you could name in New York. I've gone on some sea fishing charters, so I've caught some mahi-mahi, triggerfish, red snapper. I've got quite the array of fish crossed off, but striped bass was never one of them because we just don't really have them locally, and I never got the opportunity presented to go catch them. Up until now, which is a big thanks out to my uncle, because this wouldn't be happening if he didn't set everything up for me. A little over a month ago now, he called me and basically just said, probably around a month ago actually, but he called me and kind of just said, hey Jonah, I set you up, we're going on a striped bass fishing charter, heading out to Lake Murray, and if you're familiar with Lake Murray, you've probably heard of Captain Richie, which I hear he's the best of the best, so big thanks to him, obviously, of course, too. I'll have all his information linked down below in case you're ever in the South Carolina Lake Murray area and you ever want to do something like that. I would recommend him from the pictures I've seen, at least, and I haven't even been out there yet. So definitely a lot of big fish to be caught, hopefully a lot of good times, fun adventures, fun memories to be made. Super stoked for it. I'm kind of fumbling my words because it's the morning of, and I'm kind of just stoked. Stoked's the only word I can use. But other than that, there's not too much else to talk about. It kind of sums it all up. South Carolina, Lake Murray, striped bass fishing, all different types of recipes. And that's another thing, is I'm big on trying different types of fish. I love eating fish. I love trying out different recipes. And I hear that striped bass is really good eating, so super excited for that. I just got to finish packing up my car. I already got everything packed up for the trip, obviously. Just got to load it up into my car. I'm going to get something to eat real quick, and within an hour or so I'm going to be heading out to the airport. So until then, well, I think that covers everything. If I think of something else, I'll come back, but until then, I'll catch you later, and I'll see you at the airport. We made it, baby. That was like the quickest, longest drive I've ever done. It was about an hour-long drive, but it went by in like snap of a finger. Probably I was listening to music, I was jamming, I was thinking about the trip. There's a whole ton of confusion when I got here. Where my stepdad told me I was supposed to park, that was like taken up and blocked off on both sides, so I couldn't figure out how to get here, but it was a little process. We made it, we're here. All I have to do now is get the rest of my stuff together, my phone, wallet, all that stuff like that, make sure I got it, and then head in and hopefully figure it out and not get lost. So I'll catch you at some point. I don't know if I'll wait till we're on the plane or I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll see you somewhere. We made it after a long plane ride. Two plane rides. I had to stop left from Syracuse, landed in Atlanta, and it was like a super short downtime. I was only there for like half an hour, and I was right back out to Columbia, South Carolina. That's where we're at now. We're at my uncle's house. This place is sweet. If I ever were to have a house customized, it would kind of look something like this. The heat out here is a little bit nuts though. It says it was 98 right when I got here. It feels like 198 because I'm used to New York weather. But until then, I'll probably show you a few little sneak peeks like this little girl right here. What's up, Gracie? Gracie. Say hi. Oh no. Until then, I'll catch you later. Good morning. It is 4:42. I'm all good and ready to go. I've been up for, what, 13 minutes? And I'm already all set. So I'm gonna go grab a Mountain Dew, wake up a bit, and then catch you on the road. This is Captain Richie was telling me. This projects 60 feet in front of the boat, which instead of this here just marks what you're going over. So quite the game changer. I'm marking some fish here.
free lines out the back and just see what's going on here.
Right.
Might get a couple of them to go off in the back and throw some. I'm gonna throw 2 of these out. So the only thing you got to remember, you can never be too late to a rod. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I use really light tackle, light leaders, and a little tiny hook.
Right.
And these are all circle hooks.
Gotcha.
So what that means is crank, don't yank. You never want to be just jerking on the rod.
Yep.
You want the rod to load up. Like I said, you can't be too late, because the worst thing that's going to happen if you're late, it's just going to start pulling drag off the reel, right?
Okay.
And the fish is going to stay hooked up.
Right.
So you can't be too late.
Marking a few fish. Got 3 lines in the water now. Gonna wait for a bite, see what happens.
Same thing on that one in the front. Yep.
All
Lord,
fish
all
here.
kinds of fish.
Gotcha.
Pull up, keep pulling. In the back of the boat. Back of the boat. Net. Go all the way down, straight up, reel down. Oh, there you go, there you go. That's a good fish. Straight up, towards the boat. All right. Oh, that's a good
First
one.
of the day.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hell yeah, man. Sweet.
Alrighty. Thumb it good.
Yep.
Now we know they're stripers. Now we know they're stripers.
First striper on me, or for me.
All right, you got them right there, a small one. All right.
Swing them up or wait for that.
Hey, back one. That's a good one here now. This.
I got that. You go. You go. Jules, take it. Go, watch it.
That's a good one right there. Go easy, 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 easy.
Gotcha.
Easy. I mean, I dragged it too tight. Oh, okay, let him go. We got a hoss there. Easy. That's a good fish.
Oh.
That's the one we
There you
came
go.
for.
There you go, baby.
Okay.
Lights on.
Just enjoy that fight. Now,
Jonas
go to the
catching
front.
a whale.
I can't tell. Yeah. So the fish is out that way.
Yep.
Reel. Point. Yeah, there you go. Point it straight at him. I can't tell. He's gone. Let me check that drag again. Let me tighten it up a little bit more.
He's still there.
Let's see what that's all we need right there. Just go easy. Just pull easy and then reel down, just like you're doing.
Ow. Rat dog.
Watch that sinker on that.
Yo.
Just enjoy that fight. Only thing we gotta be careful of is that trolling motor. If you see it go by that trolling motor.
Gotcha.
Watch out for it.
Yeah. Oh, you did. Oh, yeah, don't catch up. So these, yeah, right there. Now try to get them by the. Let me know when you see color.
He's right here.
Yeah, go.
Good fish.
No, you just keep rolling. Don't you
Okay.
don't choke up. Let me
Okay.
just. Oh yeah!
Oh shit. Awesome.
That's freaking.
Holy hell, that's a good fish right there, bud.
Golly, boy, we ain't been catching any good ones like that in a couple weeks.
No?
No.
That's good looking.
Sweet.
Dude, nice job. Nice job.
Thank
Good
you.
work, buddy.
Putting me on
Away
him.
from the water. Okay.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Hey, you know what?
Past 10-15 minutes. My first 2 striper 3 on the ice. Let's go. Oh, on him. Yes, sir.
No, he's not on it yet. He's got a fish on it.
Doubles. Julia's on one. We got Unc on one.
Got it? Yeah, I got a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
They're splashing a lot. Little guy.
Yeah, you got a pretty good fish.
Julia's on a piggy out here. Never I would have thought that it was like this. You're just jumping around rod to rod, fish after fish. Sweet.
Oh shit, got a good fish.
Piggy's
on
only.
here.
Yep.
He's got another one over there.
You feel fish?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Easy. Let me make sure that one's. Oh golly.
Oh, this one's.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Okay, we gotta follow it. See where the line is. 'Cause
Okay.
I won't know if it's by the trolling motor if you can't get straight on it.
Ah, off.
You with me?
Off.
Oh, he just came unplugged. Boy, look at that. That was that big bait.
No bait.
Yeah.
Swiper, no swiping. Ah. Oh, I got him.
There you go. Nice.
Jonah's on again.
Oh, this one does not look bad. He's not fighting hard.
Yeah.
But he looks big.
Oh, on the light tackle, baby.
Get it, Jonah, get it!
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you got, Jonah?
First time ever I've ever fished this spot.
Won't be less.
You're not, holy hell, the big ones.
Yeah, they are.
Is that one bigger than mine?
I don't know.
I think it is.
That's a close.
Freaking
Oh, back. Oh, Eric, back right there. Bending over.
That's a nice fish, man. Very nice fish.
Thank you, thank you.
Ooh, I'm fighting drag down.
Doubled up.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, not big. Don't pick him up out of the water. It'll break that leader off.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, he's got a killer over there. Watch this, man. Watch that trolling motor.
Right. Oh, another one on the back.
Here.
Let me get up in front. Watch there.
He's screaming.
Let me just tell you a secret. These rods, whenever you're carrying them, if you keep them vertical, that thing's just gonna wrap. If you hold it out,
Okay.
it won't wrap the pin.
I was trying not to, but it makes trying not to.
See
Yep,
it?
you want to hold that end or no?
There you go. There you go.
Like that, right?
All, yep, perfect.
Okay.
Bend the tip. Let me get a picture. Pull it up. There we go. All right, keep following it. There you go.
Oh, man. All right. What, did you slip?
Yeah. All the way down to the bead. One more time. Oh, that is a freaking nice fish.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh!
Wow.
Wow, you are freaking hammering
Oh,
these
my
fish.
goodness.
Sliver says already.
Go.
Oh gosh.
Catching some fish, all right?
man, that's nice. Where? On the resort? Oh. That's another good one.
We need a net. There you go.
Which one? This one? Yep, I got it. Oh boy. Nice size.
Oh, that's a freaking nice
That's a nice one. But not for nothing.
I should call it for the most part, limited out.
All the rods in.
Yes, sir. So that'll sum things up for the fishing part of things. I don't even know what to say. That was nuts. It was just fish after fish, this pull after this pull. The second you got one off, you had to go pick up another pull. That was sweet. Now I'm just pulling the car around, got to load up a whole ton of stripers in this little cooler we got, so I don't know how we're gonna manage that, but we'll figure it out, and I'll catch you probably when I'm cleaning them, so I'll see you then.
How about those Chiefs?
Take that out.
Okay.
Chiefs!
Backers! So unfortunately, the whole cleaning process and the us eating it process, I had to take out because we had music playing over the speaker and YouTube kept marking it as copyright. That is how you know it was a hell of a day. So that fish, 10 out of 10, all of it. I kind of forgot to, I kind of recorded the first couple of bites. but I kind of got lost in the taste of the fish, so apologize for that. But I had to focus on eating. That thing was super good. I'm gonna change now, get all cleaned up, take a shower. I'll catch you at some point. Not really sure when, but you'll see me again. Back at the old humble abode, one may say. I definitely know that I filmed a little outro when I was still out there in South Carolina, but going through the whole editing process and sorting through all the videos, somehow, some way, I must have accidentally deleted the wrong one and deleted that outro. So here we are, back in New York, back at the house. Only my 4th video going up, so on the grand scale of things, I'm really still just a complete beginner at this. With each video, you'll definitely see little improvements. I'll get better and better with remembering those things. And I'm sure that there's loads of other things I forgot to mention and I forgot to say throughout the video. But it was a hell of a trip. So much was going on, not just the fishing part. I was also with family I had not seen in a long time. I had went and seen, I went out there with my uncle. That's the house that I stayed at, was my Uncle Eric's. We went and also visited my Uncle Ale and my Aunt Mel, who I had not seen in forever. So yeah, there was just a lot of other things other than the fishing going on. So definitely a few things that slipped my mind. And I mentioned Captain Richie before. I just don't want you to think I'm exaggerating. Go book your charter. You're not gonna regret it. I've never had so much. Listen, I've caught fish of every species. I've went fishing so many times. That trip right there, that fishing experience right there, was in my top 10 in my whole life. So there's just nothing else like it. There's no other type of fishing that's going to compare to that, and I really personally don't believe that there's any other guide that is going to compare to that either. So, but to sum everything up, like I've said before, it was a hell of an experience, a hell of a trip, and I made so many great memories that I'm going to take with me to my grave. So another big thanks out. I really can't thank them enough, but another big thanks out to the people who made this possible. So my Uncle Eric, Julia, Captain Richie. It wouldn't have been, I never would have been able to go out and do this and get that experience without them setting this up for me. But thank you for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope it at least inspired a couple of you to go do something like this for yourself. And I don't mean exactly what I did. I just mean go gain some new experiences, go meet some new people, or go visit some new places. Because at the end of the day, ain't even promised. You know what I mean? But however, if you ever do plan on going to South Carolina for some striped bass fishing, then Captain Richie is your guy. He will put you on the fish. So go to the description below, click his link, go visit his page, and book yourself a charter while you still got the chance. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And until the next video, take it easy, and I'll see you there. There's a few things that I forgot to mention about Lake Murray itself and about the history of it, its origins and stuff like that. So if you don't want to hear a couple of really cool, interesting facts, and skip ahead a little bit, but I definitely recommend hanging on a second. And if you don't want to hear me talk about it and you want to go read the full history, you can head to lakemurraycounty.com, and that'll give you the whole history, everything from the start to finish about the reservoir, about Lake Murray. I'll put that link down below so you don't have to go type it in yourself. You can just click on it. First off, it's 41 miles long, and remember, this is man-made way back in the day, early 1900s. So that's, if you think about that, they put in some work, you know what I mean? 14 miles wide. At its deepest, it's 190 feet deep. And if in case you were wondering, which I know you probably were, it's probably the first thought when you clicked on this video, it has 763 billion gallons of water. So I know that's a crucial piece of information. One thing I thought was super cool when we were out on the boat today, our Captain Richie, he showed us a picture of, there was the Wise Ferry Bridge, which was way back in the day, an old bridge. If I had to compare it to something, we kind of made like a smaller version of the Golden State Bridge. Not exactly, but you know, just to give it a little comparison. So he showed us a picture from a previous trip on his fish finder, and that bridge is in perfect contact on the fish finder. You can see it. It looks like just looks like a little picture of a bridge on the fish finder. So I thought that was super cool that it was made however long ago and it's still standing solid. There's a whole ton of other things down there other than the bridge. You got bomber airplanes. You have a graveyard with over 2,300 graves, which they did. There was more than just that one graveyard, and some of the graves had to be moved, and they moved. I don't know where they relocated them to, but that they had to move them, and some families kept them there, which I thought was pretty cool. And they have a what is it? A mural? I don't know. They have a thing where you can go read of all the people who are still under there, which is pretty sweet. I thought so they're never forgotten. You know what I mean? There's nearly a dozen communities, so not nearly a dozen houses, not nearly a dozen buildings, a dozen communities. If you think about that, that's a lot of stuff that they had to flood out. And I can't give you the whole spiel because I'll be here for 7 hours. So, but besides for the history part, there was a couple other small things, just one or two that I forgot to mention while we were out on the boat. And one would be the obvious knocking noise that you're gonna be able to hear a lot. You know, it's kind of just a lot of the trip you're gonna be able to hear that. And what that is it's meant to attract the fish, and there is a couple different theories on it too, to be exact. I have heard that when stripers were in the hatchery, what they would do when it was time to feed is they do some sort of knocking noise. So they would all the stripers would get attracted to that knocking noise, and they'd feed them. So it kind of just was imprinted in their brain that they hear that noise, and it's food time to get fed, whatever. And I brought that up to Captain Richie because I heard the knocking noise, and he told me that that's one theory, but the one that he believes is more accurate is fish. Those striped bass will make a small like a knocking noise, like a whatever type of noise when they're feeding. So if they hear that, they're going to think that there's other striped bass feeding, and come in and get attracted to that noise. Speaking of that, Captain Richie, go check his description up below. Go book yourself a charter. You're not going to regret it. We got out there at 5:30ish, and we got our lines in the water around 6, and by 7:30 we were on the way out of there with a limit. So he did not waste any time. Let me tell you, that guy knows what he's doing, all about, which I like this about him. He was about business, you know. Of course he joked around. He was a great guy. You'll see in the video. He was a good character, awesome guy. But he was about his business. He was about his fishing, which for me, that's perfect. We can get out there. Of course I want to joke around, have a good time, but we went out there to catch fish. So that was sweet. But let me just let you get to the video, because I could sit here and talk for hours about all the little cool things, exciting things that I found out about this trip and stuff like that. Is we were using live herring. We're hooking them right through the mouth, right through in front of the eyes, which is kind of, to me, that was different, because I'm always used to, you hook it behind the spine, you hook it right above the spine, you know. I've always done that and always heard of that. I never really heard of, which I might sound stupid, but just what I've heard of is I've never heard of it right in the front of the mouth, in front of the eyes. But that's kind of right where he was doing it every time. So that was pretty cool to see.